Many of the other candidates in the race chose to kind of attack President Trump. You're one of the only ones that didn't do that, and why did you not attack him?
Yeah, I didn't attack him because I think he was an excellent president, actually. I think I might have been much more critical of him in 2016 when, like many of those voters who didn't know me, many people didn't know what his policy record was going to be. But if a guy who has been the president has delivered on the results that no other president did for the entire 21st century, are there some areas where he and I have slightly different viewpoints? Yes, absolutely. And I was not shy about speaking to those policy differences. But I saw it as somewhat unfounded to be able to attack somebody who had been, as I said in the debate stage here, actually, last August, almost a year ago, that he was the best president of the 21st century. And it was like the advice I gave to the young man about starting a business is, you don't need to just follow the pack. I mean, in any case, everybody's piling onto Donald Trump. Yes, I'm running against him, but that's not adding particular value to either this party or to this country to just pile on and repeat somebody else's criticism, most of which I disagree with anyway. But instead to highlight, here's what he did for the country, and yet, here's where I believe we can go to pursue already great results, but to build on that to go further. And that's also why I ended up endorsing him in the end, is that he, I think is, and I've gotten to know him a lot more in the last 5 months, I think he actually is really obsessed in a good way with making sure the second term is even more successful than what I viewed as already successful first term. So that was for me part of my aspiration to run in the first place. And if he hadn't run in 2016 as an outsider businessman, I doubt I would have ever thought of or found inspiration to do the same thing as a 38-year-old businessman. So if a guy whose example called me into the race, no, I wasn't going to bash him. But to the contrary, after I've left the race, we've also had a lot of great conversations about the future of decentralized finance, about the importance of free speech, about the opposition to a central bank digital currency, great topics that he necessarily hadn't made his major focus before, but has now taken an interest in. And that's one of the things that I've grown to respect about him, is his willingness to listen to new ideas, even if they weren't necessarily his own, and to be able to say that, you know what, those are worthy and worth pursuing, and we're going to make that part of what we achieve for the country.